Welcome, Portal Masters. SEO Matt is back with another unboxing, or rather, a triple unboxing. That's right. 3 packages. I was only expecting to get 1 package today. I have 3 packages, and there's good reason for that. So I'm going to dive into this in a minute. It's been a weird, busy, hectic week. I have a lot of stuff going on. And so I'm not quite as on top of things as I would like. So please stick with me here as I get the final few pieces of this set up. Akasha, Airship, Jojo, welcome to the chat. Stalwartine, yes, 3 times the fun. Absolutely. That's what I like to hear. 3 times the fun. This is going to be great. Like I said, I only expecting 1 package today, but we are going to have some fun with this. So this is going to be a bit longer stream than I anticipated. I was expecting one sizable box bigger than the 2 we got yesterday, and then I have 2 smaller boxes. So I'll explain this as we go along as well, for anyone who might be joining later. But the basics of this is I only had tracking on one of these boxes. So Trebla, Master Robo, Skylanders Enjoyer, Shocks, Quentin, thank you for joining me. This is going to be a lot of good fun here. So yeah, I have 3 boxes. One of them I knew I had tracking on. So that one arrived. That's the one I was expecting. But then I also got a box from Chase. He sometimes hangs out around here with us in the chat. I made a deal with him. He had a few figures sitting around in his basement that he didn't want, and so I basically paid him shipping, covered the shipping costs to send him over here, and we'll put those figures up in the shop as well. That lot's going to be a little bit smaller, and then there's a different lot that I am super excited about. Yeah, Chase, there you go. Thank you. Your box arrived. So yeah, we'll be going through that today if you don't mind pulling that out. But then the last box is the one I am most excited about. This is a lot from eBay that I really need to thank Camo Fan, I believe. If you're here, let me know. But I think this is the one that you showed me, and it was another one of those lots. I looked at it, I'm like, okay, I need to buy this on the spot. Like there's very little thinking to be done here. I'm just going to go ahead and buy this. The buy it now price was very reasonable, and it has some exciting pieces in that I think you're all going to enjoy. So, Biggie John, welcome. You got a box too. Awesome. You should do some live unboxings. So the first box here, the one I had tracking on, is going to be the biggest box, and it is nicely marked special handling fragile, which is cool, except the mailman decided, hey, I'm gonna just shove this into your mailbox. I'm like, I don't think that's what was intended by special handling fragile. Like there's multiple fragile stickers on this box. Like 3 out of the 4 sides have fragile stickers on it. And yeah, just jam it in the mailbox. Sure. That seems like a good way to go about things. Good way to keep things safe. So I'm a little bit worried about this box, actually, because I mean the corners are a little bit crushed. And like opening it up here, I'll kind of give you a preview. Like it's jam-packed full of figures. Like there's no padding in here. Like they needed all the space for the figures. I get it. But at the same time, I'm a little bit worried that it may not have been handled the best. So we'll find out. This box, let me double check. This one, purchases. I paid $70 for this box. They claim there's 80 pieces in here. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Yeah, your brother is a postal person. They're not all that bright. I mean, I know they got a lot on their plate, but like this is a big, fairly heavy box. Let's see, do they have a weight on here? The label says it weighs 5 pounds, which I'm a little skeptical. I actually think this is heavier than 5 pounds. But like I don't know, like this size of box, like just barely fit in my, like I have one of the large mailboxes and it just barely fit. And so if I'm delivering this, I'm taking the extra, 10 seconds to drive down my driveway and put it on my porch as opposed to just jamming it in. Like, it probably takes longer to jam it into the mailbox than it would have to drive it to my doorstep. So we'll see what goes here. Yeah, if you want to contact me about stuff, you can email me at matt@skylanderscharacterlist.com. We can talk over there if that's something, if you have figures you want to get rid of. Yeah, Akash, I could do that, but I'm not that worried about it. Like I can already see here, like the figures on top seem to be all right. So I mean, there's always going to be some damaged already. So we'll see. Yeah, I know there's good postal workers out there. I know a few of them myself, not in my area necessarily, but you think we're getting a Jawbreaker today? Have you seen one already? I don't think there's one on the top of this box, but we'll find out. So let's get into this. Like I said, we got a lot to go through, so let's get started. Number one, we have Funny Bone from Trap Team. We have Empire of Ice, one of the adventure packs. We have Series 2 Trigger Happy. We've been getting a lot of these lately, and I don't know why. I'm not used to seeing that many of them, but Blastermind. Haven't seen him in a while. I always like to see Trap Masters. I never really thought about it, but they might actually be some of my favorite figures, just overall. So yeah, we'll see. We have a Series 3 Gill Grunt, Anchors Away, Swap Force. Have a Series 1 Stump Smash. We have the bottom half of my favorite Rattleshake, so we'll have to set that aside for now. We have a Series 2, or no, I think this is Light Core, isn't it? This is going to be the Light Core Prism Break. I'm pretty sure his crystals will glow then, because I think the Series 2, he's pointing down. And this is what the variant looks like too. So should have a light core there. We'll get these out of the way at the same time. Thank you for the confirmation. Yep, light core. We have 2 snapshot figures. We got, speaking of light core, the light core Bumble Blast. So I know this is one people say they have a little bit of a hard time finding once in a while. But yeah, Light Core Bumble Blast. Let's see. So Akasha, I had some folks, there we go, asking about free shipping. It's not an option for most people. The option is that, like, I'm actually kind of surprised it's showing for everybody. I'll have to see if I can do something about that because I have a lot of people asking right now. But the free shipping is only available with special coupons that I've given some people. And those were some of the giveaway prizes. So some of the giveaway prizes that were like store credit and stuff, I included free shipping. So that like that felt weird. I'm like, hey, here's $15 to spend in the store, but you still have to pay shipping. And like that felt a little weird to me. So some people got coupons that offered free shipping along with it. But right now, for anyone else, no, there's no way to get free shipping. All right. We have the bottom half of Washbuckler. Set that aside. The bottom half. See, this is what happens when everything's just crammed in here. We have bottom half of Freeze Blade, bottom half of Blast Zone. So we'll just set all those aside. Hope we can find them later. We do have the Birthday Bash Big Bubble Pop Fizz. Nice little variant in there. We have one food fight. No surprise since we had those snapshots earlier. We have, oh, this is a nice variant. Haven't seen too often. Egg-sided Thrillipede. I know we're still looking for that regular Thrillipede, the normal green version, but if anybody's looking for a Thrillipede, we do have, I think that's the second egg-sided Thrillipede we got. I have a top half of Trap Shadow, but we haven't gotten the bottom half of him yet, so we'll set that aside. All these halves, man. Got a Series 1 Drobot. We have a Series 2 Double Trouble. We have a Series 2 Zook. Looking in good shape there. I've seen a couple of those beat up recently. We have a legendary Hand of Fate. So this was that weird time in Trap Team when they said, hey, we're going to make one of the adventure packs legendary, but we're only going to make the character and this one magic item different. We're going to leave the second magic item exactly the same as the first, and we're not going to change the level piece either. But yeah, we'll change one magic item and make a legendary character. I don't know what they were thinking. How much do I think the Hand of Fate will go for in the shop? That's one. Yeah, it's variant that I haven't had listed yet, so I'll have to do some research. Honestly, I think it'll be pretty cheap. Like the regular Hand of Fate, I'm pretty sure is a 99-cent item. So I don't expect the legendary Hand of Fate to be too much more, but I've been wrong before. So we'll keep an eye on that one and see what happens. And there is the Nightmare Express. I believe that was the legendary pack, right? It was Nightmare Express that came with blades. Now that I'm saying that sounds wrong, but I'll go with it for now until you guys prove me wrong. Nice. Regular Thrillipede for $15. Well done. Well done. All right. Keep going. We have a Series 1 Jetvac. We have a Series 3 Trigger Happy. So it's a Big Bang Trigger Happy. There's our second food fight. Not surprised since we had 2 snapshots. Oh, here's another duplicate. Okay, so this lot did have a few duplicates, but that's why I was able to talk them down on the price a bit too, because they're definitely asking more than $70 originally. But here's another Series 1 Drobot. And another Series 1 Stump Smash. So yeah, a few duplicates in here, but they're not bad duplicates. But we do actually have some Imaginators because there is Kingpin. Oh yeah, that's right. We so yeah, Blades was in Nightmare Express. Legendary Deja Vu. I want to say Legendary was Legendary. So Deja Vu was in an adventure pack, but I think Legendary Deja Vu was a single pack, if I recall, like that. I can picture a single pack of Legendary Deja Vu. I think, which once again seems weird that they would have separated it like that. I don't know. I could be all off on that. But I need to get up on my packs a little bit more. We have our first giant here in Swarm. He's not one we see too often, but he's there. Another magic item, the Sky Iron Shield from Spyro's Adventure, real early on there. All right, here's some more top halves. We had top half. So our first complete swapper, Blast Zone. Okay, yes. Thank you, Chatterbug. I'm not, and Chase, I'm not completely, and Evan, completely losing my mind there. We have Tree Rex. And because I see him down here, we have Tree Rex number 2. Nice. Yeah, sometimes they just need a little love and attention. Take care of your Skylanders, folks. We have a trap here. The Tech Scepter trap. And a couple more traps, actually. Water Tiki. That's a starter pack one. But we also have the Fire Screamer. I just thought that was a kind of weird mold, but it's there. And it's nice to have some variety. Here we go. Speaking of blades, except we just determined you should have the legendary blades because I have the legendary Hand of Fate. So I have the normal blades. We'll see if I can find the legendary. Well, here is a second Light Core Prism Break. Interesting. Vangelis, this box, the title of it, I believe, said 80 pieces. About I rarely actually like sit down and count them one for one. So I'm worried more about value than exact piece count. So yeah, it should be somewhere around 80 pieces. Paid about $70. The Fire Screamer is I've always thought the Screamer traps in general were a little bit more rare. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not the Yawn trap by any means, but yeah, Screamer is different. All right, we got a Series 3 Terrafin, Knockout Terrafin. Got a I was gonna say Series 2, but I think this is Light Core again, right? Yeah. We're actually getting a lot of Light Cores today. We had 2 Prism Breaks, the Bumble Blast, and now Eruptor Light Core. So if anybody's interested in Light Core figures, this is a lot for you. Yeah, because okay, yeah, here is Series 2. So this is Light Core, this is Series 2. Because yeah, you can see it there. His mouth will light up. All right. Speaking of those Trap Team Adventure Packs, once again we have Deja Vu. I wonder if we actually have level pieces in here. I don't recall offhand. All these lots kind of get mixed together in my head. We have Chopper. We have the Rocket Ram. This is another magic item from Trap Team. Ooh, we have our first gold treasure chest, mystery chest. So this is Imaginators. We have a few of the bronze ones in the shop already. I don't think I have any silver or any gold. So here's the gold one that would be going in the shop. I've had people ask before, or people that just didn't know. You can use these chests once per profile on your console. So it doesn't matter how many people have used it before you. It's not a one and done thing. Like you can only use it like once in your game. Um, but then back in the day, there used to be um, people who would like each buy 10 chests and then put them all in their console and then trade them with someone else who had 10 chests. And then they could, unlock more stuff that way. So that's always kind of fun. The treasure chest. So Kitty, if you don't remember, these were actually in blind bags when they were sold in stores. So you just go and buy a blind bag that contained one treasure chest, and you didn't know if it was going to be bronze, silver, or gold. And the gold ones were definitely harder to find. Like there were fewer of them out there. But you couldn't just go into the store and say, I want a gold treasure chest. It wasn't like part of a pack or anything like that. It's just you had to hope you got one. And so they're easier to find now, I guess, a little bit because they're not in blind bags anymore. But yeah, it's interesting. The blue chest, yeah, the blue chest has a lot of good stuff in it, but those come from the adventure packs. The Mirror Mystery, I think I have listed around $10. You can go check in the shop, skylanderscharacterlist.com/shop. Yeah. In price, I mean, I don't know exactly what you're asking, like my price, or I hope it's a good value. It unlocks a lot of stuff. I will say that it does unlock a lot of stuff. So whether or not it's worth it is kind of up to you. But we have Shroom Boom, I believe. Let's see. This is just series 1 Shroom Boom from Giants. It is not the light core version. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get a light core version in here somewhere. We have another giant eyebrow. Have a legendary figure here. Legendary Hurricane Jetvac from Superchargers. I think that's our first Superchargers figure in this lot. All right, we have another Trapmaster, Head Rush. And here's another Trapmaster that I'm honestly surprised didn't break in here in the way this is packed, but we do have a Nightlight. So if anybody is looking for that one, this will definitely be up in the shop later on. But we have a Nightlight back in stock. We have Series 3 Stealth Elf, Ninja Stealth Elf. Yeah, the chests are surprisingly useful when starting out with Imaginators. Yeah, because they unlock a lot of parts right away. You don't have to work for them. All right, so yeah, no wonder I liked this a lot. I had a lot of Trapmasters. We have Gusto that also stayed intact. His blue boomerang is actually blue. We have Scorp. Found we've been having a lot of fun with him in our run through Swap Force right now. Good figure there. Here we have Series 2 Shroom Boom from Trap Team. One of only 5 figures to be reposed during Trap Team. Have actually our first vehicle in Nitro Stealth Stinger. There you go. Nitro Stealth Stinger. So this was Stealth Elf's vehicle, but this is the Target exclusive variant version. Got our Series 2 Cinder. Would I consider Headrush a good character? Personally, she's not one of my favorites. I think she's pretty low down on most people's list, but once again, it depends on your playstyle. Like we've discussed this during some of the streams. Like I am definitely not a fan of Firecracken. Other people are. So yes. Could you in theory use a chest and sell it and it'll work for the other person? Absolutely. That's what I was saying. Like this chest has probably been used by someone. I can put it on my portal. It will unlock stuff because I'm probably going to put it on my portal just to test it, make sure, it functions. But then when I sell it, you'll be able to put it on your portal. And then if you don't want to keep this for your collection, you could sell it again and it'll still work for someone else. So it's all good. Yeah. Isn't Stealth Elf the second most reposted before Gil Grunt? Second most reposed before Gil Grunt. I mean, she's kind of tied with a bunch of people. There are a bunch of characters that got Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, and then came back again, Superchargers. Gil Grunt was the only one to get the Series 4, but Stealth Elf did that, Terrafin did that, Eruptor did that. They all got Series 3 and then Superchargers. So sounds good, Chase. I'm sorry we didn't get to your box yet, but you can watch it later for sure. All right. Am I a Harry Potter fan? Yes, I am. There's a few hints right over here on the shelf. All right. Okay, we need to clean some of this out here. There are 5 portals in here as well. So we have the standard portal power. So this is, I think this is probably a Swap Force one. We have a Giants portal for Xbox 360. We have another standard one. I think this is the Imaginators one. So that'll be interchangeable. If you ship portals, I would be forever grateful if you tie up the cables nicely so we don't have this just tangled mess of cords going everywhere. Makes my job a little bit easier. So then we have 2 Traptanium portals in here. This is just the standard one for PlayStation and Nintendo. And so is this one. So one 360 portal. And the rest of them are for PlayStation or Nintendo systems. On the Trap Team poster, there's a question mark on the poster in the Undead section. Was there supposed to be another Undead Skylander? I don't think there should be one in the Undead section. It might be near. Was that like, is it by either the light or dark, or I mean, did they put a place for chaos on there or something? I don't remember exactly what that poster looked like, but no, actually Eruptor has the most figures out of anybody. Eruptor, I believe, beats Stealth Elf by 1, if my count is correct. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he had so many variants. All right. This is interesting. I can't say I've ever seen this before. So I have the top half of a trap. So I'm not seeing the bottom half in here. So that's unique. And unfortunately, it's the bottom half that has the electronics in it. So this isn't going to do me any good. So if anybody wants the top half of a tech flying helmet trap, get in touch with me. So yes, a swap trap. Awesome. That's something new. Well, that goes in the broken pile. All right, we have the Tiki Speaky. This is a trap team magic item. Have another Imaginator here. We have Tri-Tip. So not just the starter pack ones, although we do. Oh, man. This is an injury I haven't seen before either. I have a Golden Queen with a missing arm. But I do have the arm. So once again, it's at the shoulder joint. So it's actually easily fixable if you would want. Like, I'm not going to fix it and, sell it as a normal figure. Like, this is going in my damaged pile, which would be dirt cheap if anybody wants another Golden Queen figure to play around with. But Golden Queen missing an arm. Do have a Crypt King, one of my favorites here, which I haven't seen before. Or haven't seen lately, I should say. All right, we got Lobstar, another one of my favorite trap masters. Unfortunately, though, this one does have blue stars. No more clear star Lobstars. We have Wildfire, who, unfortunately, I might have to put this one in the damage pile. I don't know how much you can see here, but there's a little bit of a dent on this. Here we go. This side of the shield. Like, it's very minor. Like, I would almost say it came from the factory that way, but I doubt it. I think something actually happened to this one. So I would mark this down a little bit. If someone's interested in a Wildfire, you can go about it that way. All right, here we go. Here we go. I know someone is waiting for this. Jawbreaker. We do have a Jawbreaker in this lot. He's a little scuffed up. He's definitely been used, broken in, but he's intact. So we do have a Jawbreaker. All right, we have at least one half here. So there's our Washbuckler. Have a Mirror of Mystery level pack from Trap Team. And here's the bottom half. So we do have Trap Shadow. Yep, Yoshi, we got your Jawbreaker. Here we have Torch. Getting towards the bottom of this box though. So we're gonna be moving on to some of the other ones soon. We got Series 2 Terrafin. Series 2 Terrafin. Joseph, there has not been a deep dive Gilgrunt in this lot. No, there has not been a deep dive. No, I was thinking of a different. We got a few Gilgrunts, but not deep dive. Yes, battle damage Fire Lion. There you go. How many Washbucklers and Blastlands do I have? You can check the store. I think I have the inventory numbers on there. I think I'm somewhere around 8 of each, maybe. I've gotten them in just about every lot that we opened up, I think. So here we have a Series 1 Slam Bam, which makes sense. We pulled Empire of Ice before, so those go together. We have Volcanic Eruptor. This was a variant. This was it started out as a 3DS exclusive, and then there were other ways to get it later on when the 3DS version didn't sell as well as they had hoped. We got another Series 2 Shroom Boom. So that's 3 Shroom Booms in here, I think. 1 Series 1 and 2 Series 2. We have a Star Strike, another figure we've been trying out in Swap Force playthrough right now. A lot of magic items in here. We do have the Piggy Bank. That is also from Trap Team. So we might have all the Trap Team magic items, because we had Mirror of Mystery and Nightmare Express, and then a bunch of magic items. I'm thinking we might have had them all. Another Trap Master. We got Thunderbolt. Nice Thunderbolt there. Blue sword. Still blue. We have Series 1 Flame Slinger. And unfortunately, this is almost maximum damage Light Core Hex. She is missing her head and her right arm. She still has her left arm with the skull intact. But yeah, quite damaged there. So that definitely goes in the damage pile. And then the final figure in this box, we did finally find Legendary Blades. So we have both Blades and Legendary Blades, but only one adventure pack there. So that is box number 1 of our 3 our triple unboxing here. So the second, yes, this has been Light Core day for sure. Usually I just don't get any Light Cores, and we've gotten a bunch of them today though. So I guess whoever had this lot just liked Light Cores. King of Portals, welcome. All right, second up we have this box from, this is the one from Chase. He was here earlier, had to leave, but this is some figures that he had sitting around in his basement, didn't want anything to do with them. They're not, it's not a super great lot, but they're just extra figures that we figured, hey, they might do some good in the store. So I said, hey, here, I can, if you want to get rid of them, I'll cover the shipping cost for you, send them over, and we'll put them in the shop and see what happens. So that's what we did. Oh, I totally forgot. Okay, so this actually did come with a game as well. So we have SSA for the Wii, if anybody's looking for that. I have a copy there, but he also sent along this storage bag. Actually sent the figures in this bag. This is one of the most common storage cases I've seen. I never saw it in stores as far as I remember, but I've seen so many people selling it secondhand. So it's kind of cool. It zips down on both sides here if you haven't seen this, and then opens up into like this playmat area. So you can like put your portal in the middle there, and then you can put like one of each element around the side or something like that. Yeah. I think a lot of people have seen this bag. And actually, wow. This lot is actually better than I remember it being. I was thinking it was mostly starter pack figures, but yeah. There is not an app for the shop. It's just the site. It's responsive. It should work pretty well on mobile, but yeah, that's all I have for now. I don't plan on making an app. That's a lot of extra work. A lot of extra work. Yeah, the bag is nice. It's a great bag. I've had a number of them over the years. I've resold a number of them. Yeah, if you're interested in buying the bag, this probably isn't something that I'm going to put in the site, at least on the site, at least right now. But if you're interested in buying it, let me know. Get a hold of me. You can either contact me on Facebook or Twitter. Here, I'll put that down on the bottom right now. So at SCLMatt or twitter.com/SCLMatt or Facebook. You can go to facebook.com/Skylanders character list and either send me a DM or a private message through the Facebook page. Or if none of that works for you, you can just email me, matt@SkylandersCharacterList.com, and we can talk that way. So that's the way we can go about that if you're interested in something like that. So yeah, let's start off this. And someone asked, so yes, there is in fact a high volt in the top of the slot here, which is the first thing I saw, and I'm like, huh, man, I put some value on high volt, so I was kind of surprised to see that in there, but sure. So thank you, Chase. It's a good start. We have a giant crusher. We have a Series 1 drill sergeant. And now here's some of our starter packs. We got Series 2 Cinder. Got a Series 1 Spyro. We have a Series 2 Chop Chop. Got a Series 2 Pop Fizz. So it's Super Gulp Pop Fizz. Got Series 1 Trigger Happy. Got Super Shot Stealth Elf. Once again, all these starter pack characters that, like, this is what I was expecting. Like that's what I thought was in here, kind of. All right, we got Series 1 Sprocket, character that everybody loves to hate. Got a Series 1 Stump Smash. We already got a couple of these in the previous lot. And there's another Head Rush. If anybody's interested, we got a few of her now. We have a broken Thunderbolts, and I don't think I even have the other piece of this sword. So this is going to go damage pile. It'll be marked down if anyone wants a cheap Thunderbolt, assuming it works, of course, but we'll test that in a minute. So we got a broken Thunderbolt there. We have another Lobstar. Got our Series 1 Stealth Elf. Series 1 Gil Grunt. Yeah, if there's a Robo in here, I did something wrong. I wouldn't do that to someone. I wouldn't, say, yeah, I'll pay you $5 for your Robo. Like that's not right. Why does everyone love to hate Sprocket? I couldn't tell you. I haven't played much with Sprocket. I just know every time I bring her up, everybody's like, she's the worst. She's the worst. And I'm like, okay. So that's why I go with everybody loves to hate her. I don't know. Yes, Thunder with no bolt. Yes, there we go. If anyone would like to purchase Thunder, I have a Thunder. Another Series 2 Zook. We have a bottom half of Spy Rise, which has a big sticker on it, so I'll have to take that off too, if we even have the top half. But that's right. Out of the last lot, we never did find top halves for Rattleshake or Freeze Blade. So we have a few more bottoms. Actually, I have a spare top half of Rattleshake, but I already had a bottom half of Freeze Blade. So I can complete that Rattleshake. See, this is why I keep all these halves of characters, because I know eventually I'm going to run across the other half. All right. We do have a Blast Zone So that blast zone count keeps going up. Another Series 1 Slam Bam. Here's the standard version of Big Bubble Pop Fizz. We do have a Washbuckler to go right along with that blast zone there. Scorp, you know you can send me stuff on Twitter. That's fine. I can't say I'll look at it right now, but you can send me stuff on Twitter for sure. We have a Food Fight. And what should be his partner, Snapshot, but he has no weapon. No weapon. Like, it's not even like broken off. It's just missing. Like, there is nothing in his hands. His hands are just completely empty. So I don't know if it was some customizer that wanted his weapon and just took it out of there carefully, but this goes in our broken pile. Yeah, no bow, no arrow, no nothing. So next we have Smash Hit. Another supercharger. We have a giant in Genie. One of our tallest figures out there. Oh yeah, and I remember there are a few broken figures in this lot. I remember now because we have a headless Whirlwind. Usually it's the wings that snap off of Whirlwind, but this one, she's missing a head. So that goes in the damage pile. Here we have a bottom half of Free Ranger. Once again, with a Goodwill sticker on the bottom there. That's the same sticker we had on Spyrise. We have a Series 2 Frino, the Hog Wild Frino. And then we actually have a Chaos Trophy. So that's cool. Hard to mess that one up. But yeah, we have a Chaos Trophy. All right. So I think that finishes out that. Then, like I said, we have the bag that it came in, which I will gladly sell to someone. I'll have to figure out how to ship that because I don't have a box that fits that right now. But then we come to our final box. And this is the one I'm most excited about. Once again, huge thank you to I should have looked it up again, but I'm pretty sure it was Camel Fan who alerted me to this lot. He showed it to me and didn't want to buy it right then himself, but I just couldn't pass this up. This is something I was super excited about. It's kind of on par with that Spotlight and Blackout lot that I got a couple of days ago. That I saw it. I'm like, I can't believe what's in here. Let's buy it and just move forward. No questions asked. Joel, yes, I still have. If you're talking about the 3DS portals that I opened yesterday, one of them I had to throw away. That there was too much battery acid on it and stuff. They had shipped it with batteries, which never ship things with batteries, folks. Please do not remove batteries from portals if you're shipping them. Bad things happen. You're hoping for an Echo. Okay. The bag is easily compressible. Potentially, yeah, but I'll still have to say I don't have a lot of big boxes. But I'll be able to figure something out for sure. Hoping for Enigma. Okay. Found the grass sword trap for €1. That sounds like a great deal to me. If there's a UFO hat. Oof. Okay. So we got a bit of a wish list there. So here, bubble wrap on top, always a good sign. Oh, and this was another one I totally forgot. Has another cute little carrying case here. This one is more of like just a handheld tote, I guess. This is the one that, like, let's see, do you unzip it in the middle, I think? And or yeah, you unzip each side and it opens up and you get the characters. So let's open this up. Thanks. Okay. Oh, here. We did have a portal in this one too. So this is SSA portal for Xbox 360. So a lot of portals going on. All right, so we got hoping for Jade Flashwing, hoping for Spy Riser Grilla Drilla. Yoshi, you were the guy who sent me the lot? Okay. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I knew I should have looked it up again. But yeah, this was a fantastic lot. Absolutely fantastic. All right, so let's get the boring stuff out of the way. Okay, yes, okay. There's a food fight and actually another broken snapshot. This one has man, that piece down there missing. So it's actually missing his hand and the weapon. So that goes in that pile there. Another Hogwild Frino. Ooh, here's a variant we haven't seen. Green Gill Grunt from Spyro's Adventure, one of the earlier variants. That one was originally exclusive to the Xbox 360 bundle that they bundled with Spyro's Adventure. It was an interesting collaboration there, but we have Nitro Head Rush. So we had two normal head rushes before, but this is the Target exclusive Nitro variant. So if anyone's a variant collector and wants to get their hands on that one, we now have that in stock. We have Blades. We've seen him already. We got another Torch figure. We got Chopper. We got a mini we haven't seen much of. Here is Weeruptor. So a Ruptor's little counterpart, Weeruptor. And we had Frino before. That also gives us Small Fry. Another mini there from Trap Team. Small Fry. We had Blades, so it makes sense that we have the Hand of Fate and the Piggy Bank. So we got those two magic items to go along with it. Oh yeah, we have No Arms Series 1 Trigger Happy. He is missing both arms. So oddly enough, this makes him look a lot like Trigger Snappy. Like, I have a hard time calling this a mini because look at that. Like, I guess he's slightly shorter, but he's mostly shorter because of his base. If like you line up their feet, they're basically the same size. So yeah, there you go. We have a no arm Trigger Happy who's going over in the broken pile. But then we have a Trigger Snappy, the mini version, the mini from Trap Team. Look, ma, no hands. Yes. So yeah, no, the piggy bank is not different. That's what I'm saying. Like I think they had a hard time because it's already gold, and that's what they did with the legendary Hand of Fate that we had before, right? So like it's already gold. What do you do? Yeah. But even in game, it's not any different. To go along with Trigger Snappy, we have Drobit, the other character that came with the double hack there. All right. We have Series 1 Slam Bam. This is actually our third. I think we've had Series 1 Slam Bam in every box today. Here's a nice piece. We have a High Five. This is one of the free-to-lay figures. This is actually the grand prize winner. Here's a figure we haven't had in the shop yet. Trailblazer. Trailblazer was another late game, late wave figure, so we don't see a lot of them. Have a Series 2 Lightning Rod. Got a Series 1 Spyro. Another one of the free-to-lay figures, Batspin. Oof, man, her her staff got really bent there. I mean, it's still a good figure. I mean, this is along the lines of like Aurora's swords or Ember's staff getting bent. Might be able to heat that up and get that back in place, but still, I wouldn't call it broken or damaged. This is still intact. Yeah, some nice trap team cores for sure. My little Skylander, friendship is fire. Nice. Is Trailblazer the only horse? I think you might be right about that. I'm thinking so. I'm thinking so. All right. We have Funny Bone. Started this off with a Funny Bone, and we ended with a Funny Bone. We have Cobra Kadabra. He's one of my favorites. I love playing with him as trap team. I figured it out. I like the snake characters. Rattleshake, Cobra Kadabra. They're all good. Here's another rare one. We do have Rocky Roll. I've had him in the shop once before. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Nightmare. There you go. Thank you, everybody. Nightmare is another horse. You could argue. You could probably argue it's a different creature, but Rocky Roll is good. And then the crown jewel of this lot. We do, in fact, have an Echo. 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 So, yes, I had to pick up this lot. It had Echo, it had Rocky Roll, it had Trailblazer, it had Cobra Kadabra. Yeah. Someone called it. I forget who it was, but yeah, we got Echo. We got Echo. So that is this lot. Once again, if anybody is interested in this little carrying case, like I was saying, it zips open in the middle, and let's see here. And then you got both sides there, so it zips closed, and you got a little cube carrying case. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. But that is the whole lot there. Skidoo Shed, like go look on the shop. Whatever I have listed on the shop is what it's going to be listed at. I have all the cores listed up there with prices. I don't have them all memorized right now, but the price is up there. You can head over to not that one, SkylandersCharacterList.com/shop and find the price over there. Um, so yeah, Joseph, no deep dive today. Um, the free to lay figures. So there was a competition or a contest back in what would that have been 2014, I guess. Whatever year Trap Team came out, and people could enter to design a Skylander, and they were going to pick 3 winners and turn them into actual Skylanders figures. And a lot of people entered. I think I even entered at one point. Um, they selected 3 of them. The 3 winners were High Five, Batspin, and Flipwreck. So those are the 3 free to lay figures that were designed by fans, and they turned them into actual figures. So, Master Robo. Once again, I will have to do research on that. I would guess. My instinct says it'll be under $10, maybe $5 or $6, something like that. But once again, I don't quote me on that right now. I will have to do my research, see what they're going for on eBay right now, and adjust my price accordingly. So we'll find out shortly. So what I'm gonna do now is, like I've done for the past few unboxings, I'm going to go through and test these figures live. So if you want to hang out and talk more Skylanders with me, like I will be happy to do that. Help us towards our 4,000 hours so we can give away their chaos figure. And so I'm just going to extend the life of this live so we can get a few more hours there. I'm going to test these figures, and then once I'm done testing them, I will end the stream and I will go get these listed on the site once I know that they all work. So that's part of the process. That's what I'm going to do now. Brian, I believe me, I have thought about it. The biggest problem is I don't know if anybody is up for the time commitment. Like there's a lot of time and effort that goes into running a shop, especially if it's successful. So if someone is interested, I'd be happy to talk with them about it, because yeah, having like a UK based location to improve shipping would definitely be awesome. But um, it would definitely be a big commitment from whoever, because I mean I can't like pay you as a full-time employee right now. I'm not making that kind of money. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe someday. Flipwreck is gold. Yes, Flipwreck. I do feel from a design standpoint, Flipwreck is definitely better than High Five or Batspin. They're not my favorite figures, but I guess somebody likes them. Yeah, Batspin. I mean, the thing is that the names came straight from whoever created them, which is probably like some 5-year-old kid who submitted a crayon drawing, and their parents asked them, and what do you want to call this figure? Like Batspin. Okay, here we go. So airship, yeah, I had to make a last minute executive decision. There will not be a figure focus today. I have been swamped this past week with the shop and with all the streams and the unboxings and all this stuff. The giveaway prizes, like that took longer than anticipated. So I'm gonna skip the figure focus this week, and Skyline's dictionary. I should have them. They should be back next week. They should be back next week. Um, and a Europe shop. Yeah, I mean, I would love to be worldwide. Believe me, I would love to be worldwide, but I'm not that big yet. Any chance I can check the damaged ones first? I certainly can. Yeah, just a minute. Actually, let me, Oscar. You missed it. You missed it. But the biggest reveal is this guy right here, or this gal. Actually, we got an Echo. But we also got Rocky Roll and Batspin and Cobra Kadabra and Trailblazer and High Five and Wee Ruptor and a Green Gill Grunt and yeah, I mean a bunch of other pieces. But how do you enter the giveaway? I have not announced that yet. That will all be announced when we actually get to 4,000 hours. That'll trigger everything, and I'll make sure everybody knows. That will be one where you it won't be just a like we did in live stream. It'll be a little bit bigger giveaway contest thing. You like to run a Europe shop. I mean, yeah, I don't think I'm quite ready to expand. I mean, my shop's only been open for like a week. I'm still working out the kinks in the system, so I'm not quite ready to expand on that. No, so I specifically remember you could, like, I think they kind of left it open. Like you could submit just a name, you could submit an initial design. Like the final designs went through the Activision Toys for Bob design department. Like they had their people working on to get the final figures just right. But you could submit an initial concept drawing, and I think they tried to incorporate that as much as they could. But like I think you could even submit like a drawing without a name and go about it that way, and like they'd figure it out. So they kind of left it open just to let people see. You thought it was just the names too? Interesting. I'm pretty sure you could send in pictures too, because I remember seeing some weird drawings. I'll have to go back and see if I can find any of that information. Because yeah, that'd be a nice trip down memory lane. Maybe I can make a video about that contest. Yeah, Kitty, I'm sorry, no figure focus this week. I just got to get through all this stuff, and I wasn't prepared enough. So yes, I'm going to reset everything on the stream. Have a good night, Kitty. But then I will. I mean, I can try testing the swap trap, but it's not going to do anything because all the electronics are in the bottom half of the trap. So, but yeah, I will reset everything on stream, and so everybody can get a second glance at what we have in this lot if you want. All right. Yeah, like that sounds kind of familiar. Like maybe it was a 2-part contest. I don't know. I'll look into that later. That's a topic for another day. I want to get started with this stuff so I can get the stuff up in the shop for you, because I know some of you in particular I know are very excited to get some of these items. So I am going to pull up. I'm actually going to put my headphones on so I can hear the game. And we'll start going here. So, okay, yeah, I'll test these broken ones first. So here's the Headless Whirlwind.
Wisps of Fury! Impressive.
Vehicles. Joseph, I think the only vehicle we got was a Nitro Stealth Stinger. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the only vehicle. So our Headless Whirlwind works. just fine. Looks like our no arms trigger happy is just fine. Here is the snapshot missing his left hand, but still had the arrow, not the bow. Level 20, almost full gold. Wow.
Solid as a crop.
Well used snapshot.
Croak and roll.
Here's the other snapshot with no weapons. Two hands, but no weapons. Thankfully, he still has weapons in the game.
Looking solid as a crop. Croak and roll.
Here is Thunder without the bolt.
A storm is coming.
Also looks well used. His sword has the upgrades. Yep, level 20, not surprised.
A storm is coming.
Here is the wildfire with the ever so slightly damaged shield. But I would definitely give someone a discount on it if they're interested.
Let's face the truth. I'm awesome. Bringing the heat.
That's what I'm always glad to see, though, that even if the figures are themselves are damaged, they still tend to work in game because, I mean, the chip is in the base, and that's the most durable part. So if an arm falls off, it's not that bad. Light core Hex. In game, thankfully, she has a head and two arms. And she still lights up on the portal. So all good there. And our final broken figure then was the Golden Queen, missing an arm. I do have the arm on this one. I do have her broken arm. That can easily be reattached if that's something you want to do.
Numbers you can
So she is gone.
I reign supreme.
Yeah, all the broken figures work. So there you go. Yes. Yeah, there you go. The light core screen does carry over. Yep. Now we know. Like I said, we have a lot of trap team or light core figures in this lot. All right, got to make sure she works.
Let's make some noise.
Beautiful. We got Echo, a barely used Echo, like level 1, collected a few coins. Man, someone didn't know what they had.
Let's make some noise.
Yeah, Echo's all good to go, so she'll be in the shop. And now we get to go over here to the grand table of figures. Can you give the Power Blue Gold Rusher the original coloring of Gold Rusher with cartoon paint? Like in the game, do you mean? Or I don't know. I've never thought about it. I mean, I wouldn't. If you're talking about physical figures, I don't know. I don't. I mean, I suppose you could customize stuff if you want. I'm not a customizer.
Eat this.
All right, I need a way to separate these because my table is actually pretty full. Might have to do this the hard way. All right. Start checking some of these.
Let's roll with it.
Yeah, in game, can you change the color of
Solid.
vehicles and stuff in game? If you can, that's not something I've played around with. Like, I've talked about that before with like the Imaginators. Like, I'm not someone who sits down in the character creation screen and just creates new characters all day. I would rather just use the characters they give me and play the game. So if there's a way to go about like modding the characters in game, I honestly would have stayed away from that.
No rest for the wicked.
That's always a good sign. Batsman has a hat, so she's been used.
No rest for the wicked.
Love my TV. Why do you love my TV? Just the picture looks good, you think, or?
Taking charge.
Yeah, Yoshi. I don't think anyone has the code
Even stronger than I imagined.
Heartbreaker Buckshot. Otherwise, I think we would have seen more cards of those floating around.
Taking charge.
So there is a thing in Superchargers where you paint vehicles. Okay. Yeah, like I said, that's not something I would have played around with. Maybe if I had done more streaming back in the day, that might have been something I explored, but I wasn't doing that. And it's not something I would have done on my own, unless there was a trophy for it. Then I would have customized something. That's not really going to be something that interests me.
Burning up the charts. Fire it up.
Looking sharp.
So far, so good. Glad to see that. I'll always have to see when figures work. I've had very few instances where they don't work. In one of the first lots I bought, I don't think I probably did do that one live. I didn't test them live, but there was a Super Gulp Pop Fizz that it looked like it was complete, but if you flipped it over, like under the bottom, you're used to seeing the clear piece that kind of tells you what game is from. So if it was Super Gulp Pop Fizz, it would be blue, and then you see it's kind of white under there. There's that white piece of paper where the chip is attached to on the other side of it, and that was missing. And so that means like someone
Main event.
opened it up at some point and removed that, unless it was a factory error and that figure just never got the chip that it was supposed to have. I guess that's potentially what it was, but that seems odd too. So, yeah, I had never seen something like that before. That's like the only figure that didn't work for me out of the box. The other figures that I've had to set aside because I broke them is when I like tried to wash them and the chips got wet. That was unfortunate. Someone should make a custom SEO mat trophy inspired by the existing design trophy designs and Superchargers. That would be interesting. I have no idea what it would look like, but And if someone wants to try, more power to you. My favorite character, Skylander from each element. Wow. Well, life element is camo.
Looks like I'll stand the test of
All right, let's go through them. Air. Well, air element is bad all around. So let's see. That would. Who do we have? This is going to be easier if you give me a list. If anyone wants to type up a list of, just give me like air element and the 4 characters. It'll be a lot easier for me to pick them out if I could have a list. But let's see, because that's lightning rod, Warnado, sonic boom,
Getting stronger.
and
Oh,
who's the 4th one? Man, who is the 4th one? See, this is gonna be my problem. Like, I can't remember all of them right now. Like, give me enough time, I'll come up with them for sure. But sonic boom, lightning rod, Warnado, and whirlwind. Oh, of course, I had whirlwind before. Honestly, I think whirlwind would be my favorite of that bunch. Sonic boom's okay, but I think just in general, I tend to use whirlwind more. So then earth element. Yeah, bash, terrafin, bash, terrafin, prism break, and man, I'm bad at this game. Can get 3 out of 4 every time. Dino Ring, of course, the Forgotten 8, the one I forgot. Wait, did I forget? No, Whirlwind wasn't Forgotten 8. Okay, that's good. I didn't forget all of the Forgotten 8. So yeah, Bash, Terrafin, Prism Break. I would probably go Prism Break on that one. Let's see. Air, earth, fire. Fire without thinking too hard. I'm probably gonna say Flame Slinger because I know I really like him as well. Like Flame Slinger is very, very much my play style. Like he has a great dash move that does lasting damage, and he has multiple options for ranged attacks, which if I have my preference, I prefer ranged over melee.
Crash and burn.
So Dino Ring, I don't have a lot of experience with because I didn't have him right away because he was harder for me to find. But that is like he feels like one I would want to use, but I just don't. I'll have to try him out some more. Sorry, yeah, Sunburn was not my style. I know that much. So yeah, Sunburn was not quite for me. See how this one rings up. So this is the green Gill Grunt. So in Imaginators, it just pops up as Series 1. Interesting.
Looking good. Looking.
Not even like a special tag or anything. That's unfortunate.
Fear the fish.
Yeah. So there you go. It works at least, but so yeah, who are the Eruptor? Yeah, he's not really my style. Or let's see, Flame Slinger, Eruptor, sunburn, and just want to make sure I'm not overlooking someone I do actually like.
And surge. Crash and burn. I'm no small fry.
Igniter, there we go. Yeah, so Igniter is going to be a little bit more melee style. And so he's not going to be my go-to. All right, so we had air, earth, fire, life. I mean, yeah, life is definitely going to be camo for me. Like, I like, honestly, I like most of the life characters in SSA. Like, Stealth Elf is actually pretty good. Zook, I don't have a lot of experience with, but I kind of like the idea of. And Stump Smash, how do you guys feel about Stump Smash? Like, I think he's underrated, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some of you enjoy Stump Smash as well. But yeah, camo is going to be my go-to.
Locked and loaded.
So after, let's see, life, magic. Magic is, of course, Spyro, who I kind of like Spyro. But let's see, we also have, Wrecking Ball, Voodooed, and Double Trouble.
Born to burn.
I feel like Double Trouble is one I want to like, but I would probably default to Spyro on that one.
Flames are growing.
Like he's another one that has a decent ranged attack and then a solid
Born to burn.
variety. Like he has, I think he has a dash attack too, I think, which I always find useful to get out of a tough spot. If you can do some damage along the way and
Rush hour.
get yourself out of a corner. Yeah, I've talked about this before. If it weren't for Spyro, you wouldn't have gotten into Skylanders. Like that, they use that to bridge the gap. They use Spyro to bridge the gap. That is
Rush hour.
how they got their initial audience, I think. They used an existing character that people knew and loved and tried to get those fans to come over. And then expanded the franchise from there. Stump Smash is fun. Okay, good. Glad to hear that for sure.
Booga, all right. Boom, shakalaka.
All right, here, let's test out this chest. So I just put a gold treasure chest, the gold mystery chest on here. And so it gives me, shoot, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items. So yeah, I don't remember what the other chests give you. Maybe it's like 3, 6, 9 or something like that. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ultimates, 1 epic, and 2 commons.
New brawler weapon.
So I mean, that's all they do. And so like I won't be able to use this again on this profile. But if say my wife was playing the game, she could put this chest on her game and unlock 9 parts. They wouldn't be guaranteed to be the same parts. I'm pretty sure they're random every time. But yeah, that's what the mystery chests do.
leg guards.
But I think with the gold ones, like you are like guaranteed more
New shoulder guards. Set part.
ultimate
bound.
parts, more rare parts. So yeah, there you go. The gold chest works.
I have a bone to pick. Old dog, new tricks. I have a bone to pick.
So you say the next thing you knew, but how long do you think it actually took you to get most of SSA? Like, I'm assuming you came in later, so most of the waves were released or something, but... Oh, sorry, Yoshi, we didn't finish that. Undead, let's see, we got Chop Chop,
Bolt and lightning.
man, Chop Chop. Who's my undead? Ghost Roaster, who might be... Ghost Roaster might win that one. Chop Chop, Ghost Roaster.
Lights and the dice. Does my power please?
Hex and Cinder. So Cinder is surprisingly good for being such a common figure across every series, and how many like series 2 Cinders we get, who I just put on the portal. I'm amazed I couldn't think of her. Cinder is really good. So I might go ahead and give my favorite to Cinder on that one.
Looks like I'll stand the test of time.
Like, I know a lot of people would probably stick with Ghost Roaster, but I'll go for Cinder.
Dynamite.
The most expensive Skylander in my collection, it's probably close right now. Well, if you count Robo, I have Robo. So if you know what he's going for nowadays, that's kind of pricey, kind of up there.
This is it.
But the other one I have a Rock Candy Pinata. That's the prize of my collection right now.
Nice specs.
So that I would say that should beat out Robo for price. I don't know if it actually does right now. Water. Let's see. Water. We have Gil Grunt, obviously, which I'm not a real big fan of. So if we take out Gil Grunt, we have Slam Bam. Slam Bam's pretty cool. I like Slam Bam's power.
Old dog,
Let's see,
new
who else do we
tricks.
have? Slam Bam, Gil Grunt.
I have a bone to pick.
Water.
Old dog, new.
Help me out here. Who are the other two water? Gil Grunt, Slam Bam.
Reaching new heights.
Zap and Wham Shell. Okay. Once again, Wham Shell is one I don't have a lot of experience with. Zap, I do like Zap. I'm a fan of characters. I've talked about this a little bit before, like Punk Shock, who mix up water and electricity. And so I do kind of like Zap.
A storm is coming.
But Slam Bam is a close second, probably. And then Tech, I as much as I like Trigger Happy, I might have to go with Drobot. Like, Drobot's a very solid character, I feel.
A storm is coming.
I wouldn't say Boomer and... Oh, Drill Sergeant. No, not for me, really. So, yeah, I think that answers that.
The motion of the potion.
When you say the next thing you knew, I mean when Giants was coming out. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, that's pretty quick.
Now that's strong.
You'd say Gil and Trig. I mean, I'm telling you that there's a reason that they were starter pack characters. They were solid characters that were easy to use and people would enjoy. He'd buy Robo over a PS5. I get that. I get that. If you have to make that choice, definitely. Like Robo, I got at retail, so I didn't have to worry about these prices. Do I have the glow in the dark figures? No, I don't. So Pumpkin Eyebrow. If you haven't heard my collection story, back in the day, I had every regular figure. I had every core Skylander series 1, 2, 3, 4. I had almost all the in-game variants, and I had a bunch of chase variants too. But a few years ago, after they stopped making new games, I thought Skylanders was going to kind of die out. I thought things just weren't going to hold up, and like I moved a couple of times during that time period, and all my Skylanders just sat in boxes, and I was moving them from house to house to house, and they're just sitting in boxes. And finally I said, hey, no, I'm just going to sell some of these. I'm like, well, I don't want to sell all of them. I still want to play the games. And so I kept series 1 of every character. So I would at least have one version of every character. And so I have series 1 of every character. I have all the superchargers because they were kind of a different series. They were
Light core.
They weren't like the standard figures.
Strong.
And so I
The beam is supreme.
I have the first appearance of every character plus superchargers plus chase variants that I either really liked or have some sort of meaning to me, like someone gave them to me or something like that. So like I have the 3 Frito-Lay Firebone hot dogs. I have Rock Candy Pinata because I actually found him in stores. I have the event exclusive Hot Streak because some buddies of mine got that from E3 for me. Yeah, so a few pieces like that I kept, but the rest of my collection I got rid of. The hard to find glow in the dark figures, I never had them. Like they were released before I really got into it, and so I didn't have a chance to find them in stores. And they were already really expensive by the time I got into the hobby, and I didn't spend the money on them.
Light core.
I didn't even think about that, Yoshi. But yeah, that's awesome. Worst starter pack character. One that comes to mind quickly is Jetvac. If we're talking original, my least favorite is Gil Grunt from SSA. Jetvac's pretty bad. I like Cinder. I like Trigger Happy. I mean, T-Rex is okay. Like,
Look at my numbers grow.
his gameplay is fine. He's just really, really slow. Like that's the only thing I have against him, is he is so slow.
He spores.
But I think I'd still rather play as T-Rex over Jetvac. Who else do I got? Swap Force. I mean, those were all so mid-range. Say Jetvac still below them. I mean, like I said, Stealth Elf is always a solid character. I guess of those 3, Washbuckler's my least favorite. Last one's better. Trap Team, Snapshot, and Food Fight. I like Snapshot better, but he's also Trap Master. Like, it's just more powerful. It's more fun.
Hide and sleek.
Superchargers. Again, we have Stealth Elf. And who else do we have in there? We have superchargers. Oh, Spitfire Hot Streak. So Spitfire is actually a really solid character. So if I had to pick between those two, I mean, I guess I'd say Stealth Elf is worse, maybe. I don't know, just because it had so much stealth up already, and Spitfire was actually pretty good. Imaginators, Golden Queen, and Kingpin. I don't know.
Eat this!
I guess I never really got into Kingpin style. I'm not really that big a fan of Golden Queen either, but
My numbers are growing!
all right, Yoshi, have a good night. Thank you for keeping the stream on. Well played, Stalwartine. Well played. I have Boomer in stock if you want to pick them up. I got a couple of them in the last lots we unloaded.
Look at my numbers grow. He shoots. He spores.
Oh, here's that Jawbreaker. Oh, that Yoshi one. Shoot, should have tested him earlier. I meant to do that. Totally forgot about it. Jawbreaker works.
And then some.
If you're still watching.
Down for the count.
Here we go with Star Strike. Like I said, we've been playing with her in our regular weekly streams. Airship, welcome back. Yeah, that last lot was really nice. I was really happy to get that one, and like I just didn't know it was coming today because the guy never sent me the tracking. Like I bought it on eBay, but he never submitted a tracking number, and so I had no idea that it was coming today. But I'm glad it did, and I think we've tested all those figures, so I think they all work. Whoa, someone really likes Volcanic Ruptor. Level 20. Shroom's portal phase is, yeah, he shoots these spores. Nice. Yeah, they definitely got clever with some of them.
Did that just happen?
Actually, I would argue they got clever with all of them.
Standing the test of time.
Did that just happen?
It's like every dad joke packed into Skylanders catchphrases.
It's feeding time.
Yeah, Thumpback's good. Thumpback's good.
A perfect record.
He is on his way. So like, all the tracking numbers. If you won any of the giveaways, all the giveaways have been shipped out now. And if you follow the tracking numbers on the USPS website, you can see what the estimated arrival time is. Most of them, it has estimated for Friday. Some were estimated for Thursday. I would always expect those. If things go well, I would expect them to show up like a day ahead of schedule. So like me shipping something on Monday, I would expect to be there by Thursday if things go well. So everything that says Friday, I think they're giving themselves a little extra leeway. So the stuff that says Thursday is probably just regionally closer And so I would expect it might be there by Wednesday, even potentially.
Looking sharp.
But yeah, the writers for Skylanders, yeah, they knew what they were doing. They definitely knew what they were doing.
Reaching new heights. Looking sharp.
Yeah, the weather turned. It's nice and sunny this morning, and now it's looking like it might rain tonight. Still not going to give any hints about the mystery lot? Nope. Nope. I'm going to leave you wondering. Sorry about that, airship, but that's the nature of a mystery lot. I mean, if you knew what was coming, it wouldn't be a mystery lot. There would be no mystery. Then it'd just be like a lot of figures that you were waiting for. That, I mean, okay, yeah, maybe you didn't request them, but no, we're going to leave it as mystery.
I've got the edge.
Brian, that would be wonderful if they. I kind of wonder if they track any of that stuff. If they have some like social media intern
I've got the edge.
tracking all of their mentions and stuff.
Be afraid of the bug. My power has grown. Be afraid of the bug.
Yes, the blacked out figures. That was a solid suggestion. If I hadn't already packaged them up by that point, I think I would have had to go get some black paint or something to actually do that. I don't think I have anything at home.
Bolt and lightning.
I would agree with that. Yeah, they both. Who would have thought you have both a hero and a villain obsessed with soda? Wonder if that was intentional.
Be afraid of the bug. My power has grown. Be afraid of the bug. Drop the hammer. Logging some improvements.
Kasha,
Drop the hammer.
you were in an hour and a half. I mean, that's unfortunate. So the I'm assuming you missed the big reveal at the end. So the big find is my girl's Echo here. It's gonna call her Spotlight. No, we got our hands on Echo. But that Echo lot also came with Rocky Roll, Bat Spin, High Five, Cobra Kadabra, Trailblazer, Weeruptor. There's a whole bunch of good stuff in that lot.
Head of the curve.
It was so good.
Mind over matter.
Pumpkin, Echo. I want to say I've seen her going for like 70, 75 bucks on eBay. And that's why I think we determined I have her listed for 50 on my site. But yeah, I think that's about where it was from what I remember. What's up with the high five? So that's a late wave thing. So high five, bat spin. Basically that whole list that I just gave you: high five, bat spin, rocky roll, trailblazer, and echo. Was Cobra Cadabra in there too? But that was basically one wave, and that was either wave 4 or 5. That might have been wave 5. And so they were late. And I mean, just this like the same way Echo is rare, that's why those other figures are rare too. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. But Echo, for whatever reason, Echo I think was in that wave and she was short packed. Like there was only like one per case, maybe, or was there two? No, it might have only been one, and that's why she's like extra rare.
All the right ingredients.
I'll probably be able to look that up if I can. But
Eat this.
yeah, that's about where it's at. Yeah, Trailblazer's pretty good too. I mean that's what I'm saying. Trailblazer's in that same wave as Rocky Roll and Echo, and like that whole wave is actually rare. It's just everybody talks about Echo.
Locked and loaded.
But yeah, JoJo, we're just going over this for Akasha. But if you missed it, the last one we got Echo, along with Rocky Roll and Batspin and High Five and Trailblazer and Cobra Cadabra. Like that whole wave, I got that whole wave in one lot.
Feel the power.
So that was the big reveal of that last lot that I was looking forward to.
Locked and loaded. Fear the fish.
So yeah, now we're just going through and testing and resetting all the characters, and then so you guys can get a little recap of what I found. I mean, I already went through that last lot, so we're kind of working our way backwards now towards the beginning. But yes, Brian, it is a good day for the shop. But now I'm getting a few extra watch hours, getting us closer to 4,000, testing the stuff online here. And then once I get them all tested and reset, within an hour, I should be able to get them up on the shop for first come, first serve. Whoever wants to take a stab at it. Like I don't know if anyone's actually in the market for an Echo right now. I'm sure there are people who want her, but I don't know if anyone's even willing to pay my price. Like, is my price too high? I mean, I was able to sell Spotlight and Blackout at those prices, so I like to think that I'm giving you a decent deal, at least, like I said, cheaper than what is being sold on eBay right now. And I'm not talking about like list prices on eBay. I'm talking about things that have actually sold on eBay. Like that's an important distinction I always try to make. Is that I'm not just looking, you know, there are people who are going to have Echo listed for $500 probably on eBay. Like no one's ever going to pay that. So I can't call that, you know, that's what she's going for. I'm like, no, you look at, you check the little box on the side that filters and says, these items have been sold, and look at what prices people are actually paying. And so based on those, I try to go under that. Look at that big long name, Birthday Bash Big Bubble Pop Fizz. Doesn't even fit on the screen.
Now that's strong.
I always feel Zook is underrated. Yeah, well, people were telling me Zook is kind of similar to Shroom Boom. And so we were trying to play with Shroom Boom the other day. because I didn't have a lot of experience. I actually pulled him out, even though it was a Giants figure. I pulled him out in trap team, and wanted to see if I could, if he was my play style or not.
He spores.
And I was told, yeah, it kind of plays the same as Zook. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't have a lot of experience with Zook either. So we'll see. I think Shroom Room had potential, though. So maybe Zook does as well.
Silent but deadly.
Does your dog enjoy Skylanders?
Catch a glimpse.
Or just enjoys watching movement? Or just enjoys saying by you?
Silent but deadly.
Complete your Superchargers collection. We'll probably get the Easter Thrill Pete. Yeah. Up in the shop. I think I actually have one in the shop right now. But I mean, if there's anything else you're waiting for in this lot, yeah, you'll have to wait for me to get that up there. 2 times watch hours from you. Yes. That's what I like. Yeah, that's what I figured. You have to use separate accounts, because I think that's how YouTube is gonna qualify, legit watch hours. Like, they see 2 devices from the same account. I think they'll just count it once, probably. News article about a Pokemon cover that sold. It's 250K. Yeah, that's. I mean, I've dealt with collectibles my entire life, basically. When I was a kid, it was always basketball and football cards. I never quite got into Pokemon, but I knew about it. My friends played it and stuff. But they eventually got banned from my school because there was one kid back in the 90s. Man, making myself sound old again. Back in the 90s when I was in school, they actually banned it because one of my friends was going around and selling cards, and he was making like hundreds of dollars. I mean, this is like a 7th grader or something. And some parent was not thrilled about like their kids spending all this money in school, and like, so yeah, someone complained and they got banned from my school. But yeah, I mean, I get it. Supply and demand, and sometimes people will pay for weird things. If it's your hobby and you have money, why not? Good way to start off your collection. Well, yeah, go check out the shop. I think my prices are reasonable. And I mean, as far as variants go, like, I don't have a lot of variants right now. The few variants that I have had, most of them have sold. And like, since I'm buying them in lots like these, like, I tend to only get like 1 copy of them at a time. And so I don't have like a huge backstock. So it's like either you buy it when it comes in stock, or somebody else will, and then you're gonna have to wait until I get another one in stock. And depending on the figure, who knows when that will be. Like, I had Blackout and Spotlight in stock. They were gone in like 24 hours. Echo, I'll put her up tonight. Will she stay up for more than a day? I don't know. Like I said, I don't actually know what the market's like and what people are willing to pay. I just know where eBay's at. So, Glow in the Dark Sonic Boom, yeah. I used to have that figure. I sold it back in the day. So, Joseph, that we were talking about this earlier. I don't know exact prices that things are going for. So it either be Robo, because I have Robo and he's stupid expensive right now, or what I think should cost more than Robo, but I don't know for sure that it actually does. I have a Rock Candy Pinata, so that's kind of my prized possession.
Light core. Looking strong. The beam is supreme.
Thanks, Jojo. Greatly appreciated. You have a Pokemon card with a couple thousand? Nice. Yeah, it's always nice. But when you own those, like, if you aren't, like, do you collect Pokemon cards? Or you just play the game and you happen to have this card? Because, like, if you're not a collector,
Getting stronger.
like, that's the kind of thing. It's like, well, then I sell that card to finance the rest of my hobby. Because then you, like, if you can sell one card to buy, like, every other card you need, that's the way to go. Thank you, Brian. Go enjoy your graveyard shifts. Although, if you're leaving now, I don't know if it's actually graveyard shift tonight. Let's see. Hey, Nightlight. Make sure you work.
See the light.
Wait, Blast Zone made up the name for Spitfire's vehicle? Oh, yeah. Okay. Is Chopper worth much? Not really, no. He's pretty common. I mean, he's not a bad figure. It's just he's pretty common.
See the light.
Getting glow-in-dark Sonic Boom and Cinder. Might also buy Fright Rider. Nice. Yeah, the glow-in-dark Fright Rider is a nice figure. And that's actually one of the rare ones.
The perfect swarm.
So yeah, Fright Rider is another unique one because it's, I mean, it's kind of one of those two characters in one, kind of like Rocky Roll, Fright Rider, and I think there's at least one more where there's like the character is riding another character, and so you kind of get two characters there, and so that just means that the gameplay style is going to be different, and it's not something people are necessarily used to. And it's going to be one of those situations that, because it's different, most people like don't like it. But it's not that it's bad; it's just different. So it really depends if that play style is going to be for you or not. I would say.
Chain is only
I don't think Fright Rider is bad. No.
Stay frosty.
And off and on with collecting, but I've never been super duper into it. I like the card a lot. It has a cool story. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you never know with some of those things when value might go up and down. It's hard to judge.
Rock and roll.
Oh, you got all the puns tonight, don't you? Fright Rider should be inducted in as Forgotten 8. Making the Forgotten 10. I mean, part of it is, yeah, he came out in Giants, so that's part of the reason not in Forgotten 8. He also has variants. I guess some of the Forgotten 8 actually had variants. But yeah, only ever had a Series 1. Like, past the Forgotten 8, like, there were so many characters that just had a Series 1. So it's hard to say that, you know, if you just say everybody that only had a Series 1 is in the Forgotten, that group becomes pretty big pretty fast. All right, we're actually getting towards the end of this grouping here. Almost done with the figures. I'm probably gonna jump over to like Swap Force and test out the. Actually, no, I should go to Trap Team to test out the levels. So I have a bunch of adventure packs from Trap Team, and they always test better in that game because they don't always want to do stuff in Imaginators. It's weird. because you can't actually play the levels.
Hawk and Oar.
Is Fright Rider the only new core from Giants that never got a repose? That would be interesting.
Oh, the sky's the limit.
Well, let's see. So there were 8 new cores in Giants. So the air was Jetvac, who, yes, definitely got more. The Earth character in, let's see. Earth character in Giants.
And Oar.
Flashwing. So, I mean, Flashwing got a light core, but that was still in Giant. No. I take that back. The light core was in Swap Force. So, I mean, does that count? I mean, yeah, Flashwing. There, you guys are all over it. Flashwing didn't get a Series 2.
Taking charge.
Earth, fire.
Even stronger than I imagined.
So fire in.
Taking
Yeah,
charge.
but that's a variant. That's not a Series 2. Because we're saying, like, because he's saying Fright Rider's only new core from Giants that never got a repose. So, I mean, the only thing would be if you call the light core in Swap Force or repose. I mean, it technically is, but it's not technically a Series 2. So that's a little questionable, I would say. Thank you. New cores. Flashwing, Pop Fizz, yeah, definitely got. Shroom Boom did. Hot Dog did. Chill did. Sprocket did. Fright Rider. Yeah, so I guess Flashwing is the only questionable one there, because she did technically get a new pose, but only
I've got
in
my eye.
light core form. Does Chill get a lot of hate? I can't say that I've seen Chill getting a lot of hate.
Got an eye.
Yeah,
I've got my
like
eye.
Chill's not my favorite character, mostly because she's a lot of melee, which is not my style. But she does have narwhals, which are pretty awesome. It's hard to hate a narwhal.
Star bright, star fight.
Chill is definitely easy to break.
Looks like I
The-
stay afloat.
Female core figures that are not dragons have very thin appendages. So like very thin necks, so their heads snap off. I mean, Hex, very thin arms, so their arms snap off. Hex, Chill, who else falls into that category? Occasionally Stealth Elf even. Like her limbs are actually a little bit thicker, so they're a little bit, they don't snap quite as often, but they still do break.
Silent but deadly.
Yeah, like I think Flashwing in general though is a fantastic character. If anything, I'd say Flashwing's underrated. Oh sure, yeah. Sprocket gets broken a lot too. Yeah, she has the thin arms, thin legs. Torch actually loses arms. Like I think her head usually stays on pretty well, but her arms do pop off. Yeah, Sprocket's head, especially Series 2 Sprocket in the tank, where it's like tank and we attach the head to this tank. That head falls off all the time.
Blast and furious.
So that's an interesting one that you bring up. Yeah, Batspin looks like it should be easy to break, but I don't see like maybe it's because it's newer and just hasn't been around as long or something, but I don't see nearly that many broken Batspins. I mean, I guess they don't see Batspin quite as often. that might be part of it too. Mini Genie. So Nin Genie tends to be fine because she's a giant, but Mini Genie, that thing breaks all the time. That's why I was so thrilled when we got one the other day. We got a sidekick Mini Genie, fully intact. Like it was sitting in the bottom of a box, but she survived.
Impressive powers.
Any last wishes?
Yeah, I would have thought Bouncer would break more, but until this past week, that was the first broken Bouncer I've seen.
Armed and dangerous.
Awesome. Go get that light core flashlight.
I don't like
Yeah, I appreciate the light core stuff a lot more than I did when it first came out. Am I selling Sidekick? Yeah. The Sidekick Mini Genie should be up on the site right now. It should be up for sale. Because that came in the last batch of figures. Actually, yeah, that just came yesterday, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that should be up there. Yes, there are. That's interesting. Yes, because they're not a lot of like I was saying. Usually the male figures are bigger and bulkier and beefier, but Ghost Roaster definitely has some fragile parts. And I have seen a number of broken Ghost Roasters, unfortunately.
the motion of the potion.
You would think Eon's Elite would break pretty easily, but I think the material they use is a little bit better for that. Like I think they changed over the years. But yeah, the original one I see more broken than Eon's Elite. But that could be the same thing I was talking about before too. Like you just don't see as many of them because they're newer or harder to find, or maybe even just less produced.
Those numbers are cracking. Let's rock!
All right, looks like we got 4 more figures to get through. And then I'm going to have to switch over to a different game to test the rest of the items. They'll be here for a little bit longer. So yeah, hopefully done by like, what, 5:15 or so. Yeah, Oscar, feel free to send me a DM. We can talk.
Fear the fish.
Joseph, you need Ghost Roaster or Eon's Elite Ghost Roaster? See, I have Ghost Roaster in stock. I used to have, I had one Eon's Elite Ghost Roaster, but that sold pretty quickly. I know that's a pretty popular figure.
Fear the
Like
fish.
I would argue that the Eon's Elite Ghost Roaster is the most popular Eon's Elite figure.
Crash and burn.
Oh, you on the stream? Smash it. Well, yeah, I have Smash it. Definitely got him. Bouncer has your 3rd favorite Portal phrase.
I'm no small fry.
I forget what his was. I didn't put one on today, did I? And we didn't get bouncer. We didn't get a lot of giants today. Like we had Swarm, Ninjini. We had a lot of giants yesterday. Yesterday was a giant's day for sure. Akasha, there you go. You got the Eon's Elite Ghost Rose. Yeah, you bought a lot of the Eon's Elite, didn't you? I know, like, I think 6 of them or something went to one person. Was that you? Deal with the wheel. There we go. Bouncer. No gold, no glory. Sure.
Even stronger than I imagined.
That's fair enough. I got you, Oscar.
Taking charge.
All right. You can tell me, yeah, you can't do anything about the vehicle, so I'll have to test that elsewhere. I don't think you can do. Well, here. What if I give you a figure? Will you tell me anything about the trophy?
Eat this.
You have to go to Superchargers to get the trophy. You bought the Voodoo today too? Nice. Yeah, I did see. I think I got like 2 orders during the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go test this trophy elsewhere. Okay, so I'm actually gonna have to go to Superchargers to test the vehicle and the trophy first. I don't know if I'll be able to test the other. I don't remember how the figures react there. Oh no. Close that. Eject. You have an order ready to go? Just waiting on the light owl trap. Yeah. I've only had one of those in stock since the store opened, and that went to someone who bought like all the expensive stuff. Like they bought the dark traps I had, they bought the light trap. What else did they buy in there? There might, maybe it was a few Imaginator figures or something that were a little more on the pricey side. But yeah, like all of my expensive traps went to one person. I was like, huh, okay. Well, here you go. Oh shoot, I don't have my Superchargers disc in here. Okay, I might have to test those out later. Definitely gonna be buying a few things from the store when you get your first paycheck. Nice. Like, I don't need you guys to like spend your life savings on my store, but I appreciate anything you want to buy. What was the ultimate console for Skylanders? Yeah, Jojo, I should have switched over to Superchargers mode. Like, it obviously recognized it as a vehicle, but it didn't like it that I was in story mode. But I didn't think about it in time before I pulled it out. That must have been how I tested them last time. Because like I said, I don't have Superchargers in here right now. It's in the other room. I'll have to go get it sometime. Yeah, what is the ultimate console for Skylanders? I mean, I've been telling people who are just getting started to either go PS3 or Xbox 360 just because you can play all 6 games on them. Like, can you play all? Oh, because you could play Wii games on. Okay, where are my portals? Well, guess what? I get to test one of the new portals I got today. All right. This portal works. Good news. All right. Controller. Your order will complete SSA Giants and Trapped. Nice. Nicely done. No, I don't want you to spend your entire life savings. I mean, I appreciate your business, but make sure you got your, other bases covered first. Food, shelter, your family, medical, like make sure you get your bills paid first. Then if you have extra, you can come shop at my store. All right. We have Mirror of Mystery. You work. We do not want to travel there, actually. Nightmare Express. Looking good. Got anybody in these traps?
Scrap shooter.
Scrap shooter. All right.
Slobber trap.
Slobber trap, sure.
Dr. Crankcase.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good point. The Wii U can also do the Bowser and DK. All right, there's our legendary Hand of Fate. Piggy bank number 1. What if your kid? I mean, okay, that's up to you, I guess. If Skylanders is your thing, that's your hobby, that's what you want to spend your money on, go for it. Yeah, Brundo, sorry. This is we're right near the end of the stream. I'm just testing the last few figures here. Trying to switch back to Trap Team to get some of these magic items tested. That might be right. So yeah, I guess an argument could be made for the Wii U. Fair enough. Fair enough. Like I said, everybody has their own hobbies. And we were talking about that in the last stream. Someone asked, like, how do I have so many video game systems? It's like, well, video games have been a hobby of mine for many, many years. That's what I've chosen to spend my money on. So that's what I have. I'm not going to start requesting CVs. No. Don't need to know everything about your life. Yeah, the Wii backwards compatibility goes a long way. But and that's the thing, is like, if only the PS5 could go back to PS3, I love that. I love that. Skylanders and Mountain Dew. That's my kind of paycheck. All right. Got all those tested. Yeah, this isn't going to do anything. Yeah. The Chaos Trophy does not work in this game. All right. So I've got the 2 superchargers pieces I need to test. I could test those back in Imaginators, which I'll probably do quickly. Oh, I should double check these bottom halves. All right, so the top half of Washbuckler, I'm just switching over everywhere. But we can
Making my mark.
reset the bottom halves here. So whenever I do find matching pieces, they'll be ready to go.
8 legs and no pegs. Making my mark. Eight legs and no pegs.
It's kind of frustrating that the catchphrase sticks with the top half of the body because 8 legs and no pegs does not work anytime you swap this character. It gets close here.
8 legs and no pegs.
Except that's only 4 legs.
I'm looking ship shape. Eight legs and no pegs.
Yeah, that's a good point too. That Washbuckler has 6 legs. I mean, so he has, or no, yeah, he only has 4 on the bottom. I was thinking he has 6 on the bottom plus the 2 arms, but you're right. No, wait, 1, 2,
8 legs and no pegs.
3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it is. It is 6 on the bottom plus the 2 arms. Kind of gives him 8, but it's still weird.
Making my mark.
It actually reset the head. I don't remember.
Eight legs and no pegs.
All right. That finishes that. So yeah, we'll switch back to Imaginators quick and test out the Stealth Stinger and the Chaos Trophy if I can. The problem is like those just like unlock stuff, and so I think I've already unlocked it in this version. And so I don't know that it'll actually show me much. So the Chaos Trophy, I'm pretty sure it allows you to unlock, or it allows you to race as Chaos, if I recall. And then it might unlock a course or 2 to race on. Maybe that's what all the other ones did. But maybe the Chaos Trophy just unlocks Chaos. I mean, that's usually what it does. It's kind of like the Chaos Trap. What does it do? It allows you to trap Chaos. That's it. See, I don't think I'm going to be able to... Because, yeah, this isn't going to show me what I want to see. Because if I put this... Oh, okay. Okay, it will. So it did just pop up the nitro on the screen there. So that'll work. And then like this. I don't know that it's gonna show me the chaos because I just got a chaos trophy the other day, and so I think it unlocked whatever it unlocks, and it's it might unlock a boss pursuit thing too. So I don't think it's gonna show me in here, so it's gonna be hard to test. All right, folks. It's been great. Thank you to everybody who's stuck around so far. But this is going to be the end of the stream here. I'm going to call it quits, and I'm going to go get these items listed in the shop. And I will post once again on Twitter once I have that done. So look out for that announcement if there's something in particular you're looking for. So I will be doing that shortly. But that is it for this stream. That is the triple unboxing. We got a lot of good stuff. I got to go listed in the shop, and I will talk to you guys later. We might have more unboxings tomorrow, actually, potentially. I think we might. I think we have some scheduled for tomorrow as well. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll talk soon.